From 1942 until 1970, Kenilworth Park was home to a landfill where municipal waste was burned. After it closed, the National Park Service worked to transform it into a destination. Welcome to Impact Moment, brought to you by DCTV. I'm Rebecca Burnett. Since 2007, the NPS has had special help from the Friends of Kenilworth Aquatic Gardens, a small but mighty nonprofit that's put the park on the map. I'm joined by Zerlene Hughes-Spruill, the nonprofit's Community Engagement Manager. Hi, Zerlene.
Hey there. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. So tell us, if we've never visited the park before, if someone goes to the Kenilworth Aquatic Gardens, what can they expect to see?
If someone goes to the park, Kenilworth Aquatic Gardens in Ward 7, Washington, D.C., they are going to be floored and surprised and excited. We are what people call the DC's gem, hidden gem. We have lotus ponds, we have lilies, we have magnolia trees, and we've got all these wonderful animals, and it doesn't even seem like you're in Washington, D.C. So there's a plethora of things.
And I know that one of your main missions is to combat racism and systemic racism and health disparities in our communities. And of course, the landfill being placed in that area was a result of environmental racism. How is replacing that city dump, where there are tons of toxins kind of being put in the air every day, to now this beautiful green space that you just perfectly described, how is that a huge benefit to people that live in those communities and were impacted by what was there before?
Absolutely, it is a huge benefit. So Kenilworth Aquatic Gardens is adjacent, just next door to Kenilworth Park, which was the city dump. And so instead of children playing and breathing and families having to see the eyesore of the city dump, they now have a large park that is connected to the Anacostia River Trail that is connected to Kenilworth Aquatic Gardens. And for folks to be able to have in their own neighborhood this backyard oasis, it's life-changing. I'm actually one of the residents of Eastland Gardens, and I'm able to use the park on a very regular basis. My children have gone there. They are just about adults now, and they still know that that is a place where they can find solace.
How does the nonprofit support the park and support NPS to make it a place, to make it a destination, as I said earlier?
Absolutely. So Friends of Kenilworth Aquatic Gardens supports the National Park Service in many ways. We are able to offer support where they don't necessarily have the capacity. We're able to offer resources and programming that would include anything from volunteer cleanups on Earth Day or just any day, because it's always a great day to clean up. There's also opportunities where we can create some sort of a 30-day interactive art exhibit outdoors. We're also offering, particularly for our neighbors, opportunities to have wellness, have fitness opportunities where it's free for Ward 7 and Ward 8 residents, so that they not only can just walk through and enjoy the park, but they can have led exercises, walks, and learn a little bit more about the park.
And that sounds a little bit like your wilderness programming, which you guys launched in 2021. Of course, a lot of us were going insane during the pandemic, quarantining at home and not getting a lot of exercise. You guys actually hosted over 20 activities over 6 months and affected 200 people. What did you hear from the attendees that participated? What difference did it make for them?
Folks were really excited. I mean, it was really a struggle to be in the house, to be quarantined, to not know, when we could be out and released into nature. And so when folks learn that just across the street from their house or just a few blocks away, even a metro stop, that they could have free exercise, free Tai Chi, free yoga, free pack walks where you could bring your dog and, just roam the gardens, in addition to art classes for the entire family and so much more. They were relieved. We've heard from some people that their blood pressure has gone down. We've heard from a mother that, she was feeling not so great after having a baby, and to be able to go into the park, bring her children or come on her own and see neighbors that she hadn't seen for so many months, it was really a wonderful release and great for her mental health as well as her physical health.
Well, thank you so much for all of the work that you're doing, both for your neighbors and your community, but also for Greater DC. And thank you for joining me today.
Glad to be here. Thank you.
And thank you to our viewers at home for tuning in to this episode of Impact Moment. It's part of DCTV's nonprofit Capacity Building Grants Program, our original programming to highlight the ways our area's nonprofits are making a difference. Stay up to date with our latest productions and tune into our live stream at dctv.org.